Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another day of FRIZZMAS. So this is part 2 to part 1 of the Oden's Eye holiday collection, and today I'm playing with the Merry Christmas palette. So if you want to hear about the palette, see some swatches and 3 looks, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So I hope you all are really enjoying FRIZZMAS as much as I am. It is a tough task to do the 24 videos, but I am really enjoying it this year. Not that I didn't enjoy it the other years, but I think with this being my 3rd year, I have planned out a little better what I want to do. So even though, you know, it is a lot of filming time, I'm not like scattered the way I was in previous years. And I am so thankful that I was able to get my hands on these Oden's Eye palettes. So I did already do a video with 3 looks on the Christmas Eve palette, which let's just quickly revisit this beautiful wintry but unique, cool but warm color story. I am here for this palette. Didn't think I was gonna love it as much as and now we have Merry Christmas. Christmas. That is my Michael Jackson impersonation. I always say Christmas that way, so I don't want to rehash everything that I said in the first video, but this is Oden's Eye's very first Christmas collection. I need them to continue on with this. And I did not know, but I think these palettes were already restocked, and now I think they're done. They are sold out. So unfortunately, this is going to serve more as an inspo video for anyone who has these palettes, or someone who wants to just create a holiday, festive, Christmassy look and wants to shop their stash and use what they have to create these looks, because that can be done. It can. Here's the palette up close, and this is absolutely beautiful. This palette is cruelty-free, and the powder products from Oden's Eye are vegan. I am hoping that I'm reading it right, that this palette has a shelf life of 36 months. Now let's take a look at the swatches. I'm gonna just say right now, I can't think of a better Christmas themed palette. It's Christmas without saying Christmas. Like, you have your stereotypical red and green and even the gold, but we've got grunge. There is the shade Matcha Cookies, which is a beautiful, pukey matte shade. We have a multi-chrome with the shade Elf Wish. We also have just some beautiful shimmers. We have a black. We have the shade Christmas Tree, which is not your typical matte green. Hot Cocoa, not your typical matte brown. New Leaf, you see that beautiful sage green. Gingerbread, one of my favorite shades, just looking at it. I'm just taken aback. I love the color story of this palette. And when I looked at the 2 palettes, I was like, this one, I absolutely have to have. I mean, I absolutely had to have both. But if I had to choose, this one gave me the warmth that I needed, the earthiness that I wanted. I think we should just go ahead and get into the 3 looks. I will be back at the end to let you know what I think about this palette and the collection as a whole. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into my first impressions look with the Oden's Eye Merry Christmas palette. This is what I came up with for look number 1. So let me tell you what I have on my face. I've got on my Lisa Eldridge foundation, my Dior concealer, my Tatcha powder. I have on Victoria Beckham bronzer, Pat McGrath Paradise Glow, very light. And then I have on the shade Peppy in the Maybelline Vinyl Lip Ink, Super Stay Lip. I really like this. So let me show you how I created this look. Taking a Refer 27 brush into the shade Matcha Cookies. I'm just putting that lightly in the transition area. Just look how easily this shade goes on the lid. It's just really nice. And it's funny because when I did the Christmas Eve palette, I started my first look with a shade like this one. They're just really beautiful, grungy, earthy tones, and I just gravitate towards them. So this was just gonna be my go-to. So that's pretty much it. Next, I'm taking my finger into Jingle Bell. Jingle Bell is gonna be the main shimmer. I'm just putting it all over the lid. Look how beautiful that shade is. Now this one is sparkly, but not getting any fallout or anything like that using my finger, and it adheres really nicely to my primer, which is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. Then I'm going into Happy Ending on the Sydney Grace blending brush. I tap once into the pan, and I'm going to just tap this on the outer corner. This is a very pigmented shade, as you can see. So one tap is enough. And I'm just gonna circle this around to blend with matcha cookies. I'm gonna blend it throughout the crease and in the inner corner. Just gonna drag it out a little bit. And I literally tapped this into the pan. If you go in too hard with this shade, you're definitely gonna get too much pigment. Just gonna blend a little more on this side as well. Going into the shade Christmas Tree with a Rephr number 2 brush. This is gonna be for the lower lash line. I made the mistake of not using the right brush on the other eye because I didn't want it to come down as low. So I'm just trying to keep it close to the lower lashes. And this eye doesn't look bad. It just came down a little lower. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going into the shade Snowman on a Sigma shader brush. And there is look number 1. Let me know your thoughts. I really like it. I mean, I just kind of put it together, but I think it is really, really nice. I really like it. So for my eyeliner, I'm using the shade Greige Core from Linda Hallberg. So I'm gonna put that on the lower lashes, and then my Insamaya Beauty Rubber Lash Mascara. And I'll be back to let you know what I'm thinking about look number 1. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look on both eyes. So overall, I'm really pleased with this look, even though it was something that I kind of threw together. I'm sad because I don't have anywhere to go. I'm going to be washing my face and getting into bed, but I love this. If this is any indication of the looks that you can make with this palette, I know I'm gonna love this just as much, if not more, than the Christmas Eve palette. I was really nervous about using the black because I don't use black eyeshadow very often, and you may notice that. I don't even think I get a lot of palettes that have black shades, but I often overlook those shades. But when you just use this lightly, it really gives such a nice smoky and glam look to the eye. And I loved taking that Christmas tree shade and putting that underneath. I could definitely see myself wearing this look to a holiday party for sure, or even just happy hour going out, because I'm not going to any holiday parties at my job. We don't have a holiday party. We're like having something when we get back, and it's probably gonna be like at 4 o'clock. Anyway, but I could definitely see myself wearing this eyeshadow look. I think this look would look gorgeous with lashes as well, because to me it's really smoky and it's really dramatic. I think the other thing I love about this look as a whole is the lip color, because one thing I always say is I like to have a standout in my looks. I don't like it to be like too much, because for me, I feel clownish. Like, I feel like I personally look like a clown. So a really deep lipstick, it could work, but my go-to is a really bold eye look with a nude lip. So this shade Peppy is great. And you guys, if you have not tried these Maybelline vinyl lip stays, they are fantastic. And I think they're like $12 or $13, and you can get them on sale. But that is a whole side note. This palette, I know I'm gonna love it. I can already say that just off off the jump. I have no issues with this first look, so let's create 2 more. Y'all, I didn't think I was going to like another look better than the first one, but this right here, Merry Christmas. That's what this says to me. So let's take a look at it up close. Yes, we can. We can. We're gonna do this right now. Let's just do it, because I can't. Starting off with the shade Gingerbread, using a Dose of Colors tapered blending brush. It's just too much. Okay. I love this shade. I just have to say it. It is, just look at this. Look at the shade. Look at it. I mean, so easy. Oh my God. I think what I'm sad about is that I'm gonna take this off and do a third look tonight. I mean, I have no time to do this type of situation in the morning anymore. This is so beautiful. This shade itself is just the ease. This is all I'm about for 2023, the ease. And if I can do a look like this one with the ease. Going into Hot Cocoa with an Angie Hot and Flashy A504 brush from BK Beauty. Now I'm just going to, now this is another really, really pigmented shade, and I'm just tapping lightly here on the outer corner, back in the pan, going up into the crease. You really don't need much with these, friends. You just don't. And I'm sorry, because I didn't realize, and I might have misheard, but I was watching a video earlier. I think these palettes were already restocked, so I am feeling like that was it. I'm feeling like that was it, and that makes me sad. So I guess if nothing else, this is an inspo video, but you know, there are other palettes that we can use and singles we can use to build these looks. But look, I don't know, if Oden's Eye is not on your radar, please put them on your radar, because it just makes absolutely no sense. I'm taking the same brush going into poinsettia on the, we're taking poinsettia on the front portion of the lid. Like, look how pigmented this red is. Such a perfect name, poinsettia, for this shade. We're gonna leave it just like that. Now going into All Night, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the center of the lid. Like so. And then I'm going to take the same brush that poinsettia was on and just blend it together. Kind of diffuse the sparkles like that. And then I got the bright idea to go into the shade New Year. I just wanted to see what it was gonna look like, and then I ended up liking it. And I just tapped it here, kind of on the outer edges of All Night. Put a little bit more on this eye than I did on the first eye, so match it up. There we go. Then I'm gonna just take the same brush, nothing on it, merge it all together. And lastly, back into Hot Cocoa, which was my outer corner shade, and just putting a little there. Now I'm gonna take a pencil brush back into poinsettia for the lower lash line. I do have a tad bit of fallout. You might see it, but I'm gonna just brush it away. I don't think we're gonna have an issue with that. Beautiful. Lastly, I'm taking a Morphe lip brush and going into Best Wish. That's gonna be my inner corner highlight, and this time I'm going for a matte inner corner highlight. And I really, really love the way this looks. And I'm gonna finish up the look. I use the shade Aglow from ColourPop, which is a metallic light green. And then my Isamaya Beauty Rubber Lash Mascara. I'm gonna put that on and then let you know how I feel about look number 2. Okay, this is the final look. In Love. The lipstick, another Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink This is the shade Extra, and I think this looks so beautiful with this look. Part of me wants to go ahead and use a shade a little bit lighter because now I feel like both looks are bold, but this is so holiday for me. This is holiday party, holiday glam, holiday happy hour in my case because I don't have any holiday parties. This is beautiful. Paradise Glow on the cheeks. Ooh, by this time we should know what pad is releasing. What do we think in the chat? What do we think? If you're watching this video, you can replay the chat and just share what you think with yourself. But what do we think about what Pat's doing? I don't know. I'm acting like I know. But let's get back to the task at hand. No complaints about this look. Everything worked perfectly. And you know what makes it for me? What makes it for me is the little touch of green right here. Didn't do too much. Just put a little sprinkle. I'm into it, here for it. I definitely am feeling like this palette is gonna be my favorite of the two, but we do have one more look left. So let's get into that and then I will give you my final thoughts. Oh my God, y'all. This is the last look I'm gonna show you, but why did I just get off my premiere for the new makeup releases tag, and at the end of it, the music was loud. I forgot to turn it down. You know why that happened? Because I edit during recess. Not doing what I was supposed to. Anyway, it was like, somebody was like, it's like the wrap it up music, like at the award show, like, girl, it's time for you to go. I'm like, that video was 45 minutes. If you hung with me through that, thank you. August is here eating some Pirate's booty.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done? Okay. Let me show you how this last look. You're gonna say, what are we doing?
I ate it upside down. I ate it in the wrong side.
Okay. Who cares? Was it tasty? So August asthma, first of all, August granddad had to take the machine up to school today for him to get a treatment because he had gym. And I told him not to run around.
I wanted to.
Then they called me at 2:30 like, yeah, he's still coughing again. So he just had a treatment again. Anyway, y'all, look at this. Come on now, come on. I didn't know what to do for the last look, but look at this. Okay, that's enough.
Oh, Mama, I didn't study first. I didn't finish my...
Excuse me. Y'all, wait. I don't want to tell, you tell them. So wait, August came home. You know, kids are mess. I hope my kids, my students don't have a name for me. So you have to tell them. It's not going to sound the same if I tell them. So August teacher, wait a minute, can I give them the shade first? That way we can get this going because I don't want it to be too long. We're taking New Leaf on a Sydney Grace blender. I can't even do the ears. So August comes home today. First of all, August, I picked the tough second grade teacher for August to have because I'm not playing. Like, I'm not playing around. I'm a teacher. I'm not really playing about school. Like, we're not really doing a whole bunch of foolery here. So he came, he's like, what did you tell me? You was like, we have a nickname? I know. He was like, you want to know what we call my teacher, Miss Barb? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to say no. He's talking about, we call her Hard Barb. He was like, because she's hard on us and her name is Barb. But can you just, here's the thing, y'all might not think it's funny, but it's hilarious. Can you just imagine like him and his friends talk about, we about to see Hard Barb today. Like, I could just see how August is going to be when he's in high school. And unless you know he's going to be just like his dad. That's why, like, anytime I get sad about Mark not being here, I be like, I got August because Hard Barb. Like, I would be so, if I was a teacher and my kids call me that, I would be livid. My kids better not, mad, furious. I would be so upset. My kids better not call me no like that. Tell you that now. Because I'm nice.
You're not Hard Barb.
No, I'm not Hard Barb.
You're nice, Mrs. Cara.
They don't call me that.
Nice
Elf
Cara.
Wish. My kids need to stop. Because one time they was like, oh, they got on some other website talking about we're watching you. Y'all better not be watching me. Leave me alone.
Okay.
First of all, I didn't even tell them.
Hard Barb.
August, that's inappropriate. Here's my thing. I would be really upset because Miss Barb really works hard. Like, oh. I'm so done. Oh. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I gotta remember this damn look. Okay, wait. Damn, I can't remember the look now.
You just said Miss Barb works so hard.
Leave me alone.
Barb.
Little star. So now see?
Miss Barb's a hard star.
August. This is not.
Barb.
I don't like this. So this is gonna merge with it. So I'm just letting y'all know. You're gonna be like, it doesn't look like you're doing anything. I know, it doesn't.
You said Miss Barb works so hard.
She does work hard. That's the thing.
That's all we call her, Barb.
No. You call her hard, Barb, because you said she. See? You might not end up going to school tomorrow, and you got a half day anyway. Let's go into Bless. Bless this child. So I don't know if you can see Bless right here. August, stop, because I'm tired.
You said
This bed. First of all, it's 8:41.
Barb worked so hard on the Superstar.
Nobody said that. I was just saying she works hard for you. And she is having a breakfast Christmas party for August class. A breakfast.
Bacon, pancakes.
Thank you.
Raw eggs.
Not raw, but you know what? Maybe she shouldn't because y'all calling her hard Barb.
Because
she's hard
on us and we call her, and she calls us Barb. And her name's Barb.
Best wish.
Miss Barb.
If I had one wish.
Amir was laughing at school because.
One wish.
Amir was laughing at school.
Why do I hear Marky in his iPad? Because I know that's Marky.
Marky.
So I know this one best wish. I'm gonna call it one wish. Can y'all see it right here? It's a bright green, and I like that. Doesn't always have to be a deep shade on the outer corner. Who said that? Who said that? Y'all remember that from Housewives of Atlanta with Portia? If you don't watch that, it's old, but just look up Portia
I wish it was
Williams.
Hard Barb.
Who said that? Who said that? You said it. You said it.
Hard Barb?
August go, and I have Fallout because I'm fooling with August.
Marky.
It's not even Fallout. It was
Marky,
slapping.
come here.
And this is how you know. If you're new here, there comes a time often where my videos need to come to a close. This is it. I should have the music up loud in this video to wrap it up. I cannot believe I'm so mad that my video did that.
I told Marky today. He said, "Hi, Bob."
Marky doesn't want to say.
Marky.
So no. Is that your dessert?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Say Hard Barb.
Yeah, no one.
Say Hard Barb.
Oh, I didn't want to get one.
Well, now you get 0.
Say Hard Barb.
How about
Hard Barb.
have one?
Yeah, 1.
Hard Barb.
2, go.
Marky said Hard Barb. Hard Barb.
Going back into matcha cookies.
Come on, cookies.
Got a little.
No,
Wait, this is not the right brush. Watch out.
I got zoom.
We're not.
Yeah.
You can start your own thing for that when you get older. This one. Wait. I just switched brushes and switched back to the same brush. The first 2 looks, it was no kids and everybody was fine. And you know what? Some people probably enjoy. This has become the family channel. It's become a family affair when I didn't invite people. Didn't invite them. Yes. Last but not least, we need an inner corner highlight. And I'm gonna go into Snowman. The Snowman. Ooh, nice. All right, y'all, that's look number 3. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the rest of the eye look together. I have on, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a matte copper shade from ColourPop. It's super old and the shade name has worn off. And then my mascara. let me put that on and then we're gonna close this out because people need to go to bed. Please, y'all get him. Y'all, this is the finished look. Let's just look at it one more time. Because this multi-chrome with these other shades are just giving me everything that I needed and more. It's kind of springy, this look, right? Which is a great thing about this palette, or in both of them actually. Now, on my lips, I have on another Divino lip ink. I actually put it on top of the one I had in the last look. This is the shade Charmed. It's probably distorted a taste just because I put it on top of Extra, so it's a little mix, but can't go wrong. As far as this third look, I think it's excellent. I don't get Christmas vibes from this. I get spring vibes, and that's not a negative thing. I think that really just shows the versatility of the palette, which I think that's excellent because I don't know if many people would consider using a Merry Christmas palette outside of Christmas. I definitely will use this. There are shades in both the Christmas Eve and the Merry Christmas palette that make these palettes year round. And I think that's not an easy thing to accomplish. Overall thoughts about this palette and then the collection as a whole. This is the one, as I said, I gravitated to when I saw both palettes, but I just knew even when I saw the two palettes and it was blurred that I was gonna want this. Oden's Eye is always on my radar. I think their collections are outstanding. The first collection I purchased from them was the Nars collection, the Nars. From then on, I've always just had my eye out for them. I have no complaints about any of the formulas that they have. The shimmers, the multi-chromes, the mattes. There's a couple different shimmer formulas. Some are more sheer, some are more opaque. I love them all. I think they're beautiful. I just think it's a really great brand. They have that element of surprise. You know what I mean? Just what they chose to put together is really unique. When I look at these palettes, I feel really inspired. And I felt like that about every single collection that I've purchased from Oden's Eye. Not that it's been like all these collections, but Soul Moon, that was the one that came out earlier this year. That was really, really beautiful. The collab with Angelica Nyquist was great. The legendary Diversa palettes, those 3 palettes that came out in 2021. I mean, those are some of my favorites. Just put them on your radar. Follow them on Instagram and look out for what they're coming out with. Very, very excited for what Oden's Eye is gonna come out with.
My tooth fell out.
What?
Yes.
Your tooth fell out again?
Yes.
Oh my God. If you're new here, August has lost both of his front teeth. Marky had a tooth come out, how many weeks ago was that? 2 weeks?
Yes.
How did it come out?
Because it was good.
Let me see. Oh my God. You're like me, I lost all my molars at once. Go rinse your mouth out. No, not the tooth. The tooth fairy's coming for you. Y'all, hey. I cannot believe this. You know what? One of the best things about this channel, now that the boys are in here all the time, is like the documentary of everything that's happening with them. It's amazing because you all, yes, you have school. Now we're not skipping school. Go rinse your mouth out. Cause now you done, cause y'all have seen, I think, these boys grow up over the past like at least year and a half because they weren't in at the beginning, but oh my God. I can't even remember what I was saying, but I'm so excited now. Put Oden's Eye on your radar. They are one of my top 5 favorite brands. I think they are amazing. Color stories, creativity, inspiration. When I did my video on the Nars palette, I did so much research about that story because I had no idea, and I was like, wow, this is a brand that I am really going to be into. So that is it for part 2. I really hope you enjoyed the looks as well as this video. Awesome. Why don't you close out the video with me?
Thank you so much for watching.
Wait a minute. Wait, sit down. Okay, look right here.
Hi guys, thank you for watching my episode.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Wait a minute.
If you reckon, don't you hit a subscriber, Dad?
Yeah, subscribe.
I don't forget to leave a comment below.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah.
Okay, what are y'all watching? Because I don't even say this stuff. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with us for another day of FRIZZMAS. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. So until I see you again tomorrow, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe.
There's a sign off.
Oh, signing off. We are signing off. Bye.